does turn your brain and your heart blue if you take too much of it, and it is a synthetic dye. If you're actually buying and taking methylene blue, you're gonna wanna watch this video. And this is a very quick summary of some of the more in-depth videos that I'm gonna link to. Methylene blue has been taking off for the last couple of years. I saw Dave Asprey promote it at Bulletproof and biohacking. I've seen a lot of supplement brands popping up that are selling it. Now, what does it do? Well, it's an MAO-A inhibitor. What does that mean? Basically, the serotonin in your body is broken down by an enzyme called MAO-A, and that basically allows your body to regulate serotonin. Why do we care about regulating serotonin? Shouldn't we just get more of it? Well, no, because if you get too much serotonin, you actually can become overly excited, overly agitated, anxious, and it can lead to serotonin syndrome, which is very dangerous and not optimal. You see, you need the neurotransmitters in your body to be balanced. If you have too much of serotonin, too much of dopamine, it can cause overexcitement in the neurons and the neurotransmitters, and that's not good. You need to have that effective balance. So what is methylene blue doing? Well, people take it and they get a boost of serotonin and they think, wow, this is great, this is working. I feel like I have more energy. But here's the kicker. The main reason that they feel like they're getting energy is not the main claim and the main scientific benefit that they're claiming the product actually produces. That sounds like a lot, but what I'm saying is basically one of the claims is that it bypasses the electron transport chain, and so you can get more energy. But that doesn't really make sense because the electron transport chain is actually one of the fundamental ways your cells produce energy from their mitochondria. So I don't want to get too technical here, but basically there is this sort of like generator organelle in your cells. Let's call it a mitochondria. I'm sure you've heard of it. And the way that it produces energy is by basically running electrons through it, almost like a water flows through a turbine in a dam. And that energy then it spins off energy through these generators, and then you're able to create cellular energy. What methylene blue claims and what it can do is bypass that whole electron transport chain process. But that's not necessarily great because basically at that point, you may be just bypassing a process that actually gives you more energy. So you're bypassing a process, would be like bypassing the dam because your dam isn't working. But in this case, most people have good working mitochondria. At least a lot of us do. Not everybody, and maybe not most, but a large majority of people are pretty healthy and they don't need to be taking that, especially the people buying methylene blue. They're probably pretty darn healthy. So all that is to say that you're bypassing the mitochondria electron transport chain, which is the core function of your cells, and you're consuming a supplement that's boosting your serotonin levels by inhibiting the MAO-A enzyme, which breaks down your serotonin. So essentially, it's not really doing anything for you. It's just inhibiting serotonin from breaking down and bypassing the electron transport chain, which might, in some rare instances, if you have real degeneration of mitochondrial function or metabolic dysfunction, actually give you more energy. Hope that made sense. It makes complete sense to me. Studies are still kind of coming out. This stuff has been around for a long time. It does turn your brain and your heart blue if you take too much of it, and it is a synthetic dye. So it's just very odd that people would think that this thing is just like the next best thing. People will always capitalize on the best products in the world, and the best marketing is what I'm saying. People will capitalize on the best marketing. What is not bullshit and what is actually legit, and that is my supplement, OptiStax. Y'all have tried this. If any of you have tried this, comment below. And I would love to hear from you all. And basically the idea here is I wanna get your perspective on what's going on. But beef liver, great. Methylene blue, probably bullshit. I'm gonna link Saladino because he gets a lot of credit for diving deep into this. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like that video, like this video, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you're doing well. And if you're selling methylene blue, I'm sorry for putting you on blast, but I gotta do it. It's just bullshit. Sell it while you can, capitalize on the hype, but ride that wave and realize that your product doesn't have real efficacy for the vast majority of your customer base, and you're probably gonna run out of a business. So you might as well just move on to a product and a business model that actually makes sense, because it's not gonna be methylene blue.